What's up, everyone? It's SOMNIAC from Darksided. The year 2019 has been an action-packed year full of events for both me and the other FGC members. So, as I said, it's been an action-packed year. And it started at a very high point, which is going up to New South Wales for Expangong 4 and taking out the victory there. So I defeated Rumours from New South Wales and took a Victorian victory and a victory for Darksided. So I was really happy about that. From there, we went to the OC Goodwill charity event in America. Now, it's the first time I've actually traveled for a charity event, and it was amazing because I spent a whole week up there and got to play some of the best players in the world like Punk and Mena RD. And I did manage to make top 8 in that event, coming out at 7th, so it was an amazing experience. From there, we went to BAM, which is, of course, a Victorian mainstay, and my performance was okay in the tournament. I lost to K-Brad. But in the BAM path to Evo, I started out not so good. I was going 0-2, but I managed to bring it back and go 3-2 and make the top 4 playoffs in losers side, taking out both Panda and Ghost Chips to fight Travis in the grand finals. Unfortunately, I ended up with a second place, which seemed to be a theme this year of pretty much every tournament that I entered past Expangong 4. But it was an amazing experience, and I was happy that I was able to bring it back. So right after BAM, we have this event called Sunny Side Up, which is the first Queensland event in a long time. It was also the release of a new fighting game called Samurai Showdown. And I want to show everyone that I can win a non-Capcom fighting game and, take out the win for Samurai Showdown. Practiced really hard for this one, and I was able to take out the grand finals against BK Summer, a very, very close match, final game, final round, a very hype finish, and I was very proud of myself for being the first Samurai Showdown champion of Australia. However, like I said, a running theme of second place this year, I did get defeated by ZG in the winners final of SSU, and I had to climb all the way back to the grand finals, taking my revenge on my teammate, but then losing to BK Summer in Street Fighter V. So second place is not too bad from, going to losers, but it's not exactly what I want. The event on the circuit was the Capcom Online CPT qualifiers. It was a very good chance for us Australians to earn some juicy CPT points. I started out, pretty good in the brackets. I made myself into top 8 winners side. Unfortunately falling to Rups in the winners and making a run, just like SSU, through losers to the grand finals in which I versed Travis Styles, who was sitting in winner's side. Now, I've typically always struggled with Balrog and Travis, and this time I actually reset the bracket and had a really close set with him, but managed to fall short and get second place, earning myself 100 CPT points, which is nothing to scoff at. So the next major event was SEAM 2019, which is the Singapore Asian Regional Finals. And in that, I managed to take out a very strong opponent, which is Shuto, which is a Urian player, and he's one of the best Urians in Japan. I put him into losers. I was feeling pretty good about myself. And then I got dunked on by Machibo, which is also one of the best Nikali players in the world. After that, I ran into Denesis, and he ended my run. Unfortunately, he didn't play that well, and I probably learned a lesson to take a break after a loss and just think about it before getting straight back into it. But I learned from that experience and got to play some of the best in the world, and after that was CWC. To wrap up the year, we have Couch Warriors Cross Up, which is the end of our ranking battle season, and a good time to talk about ranking battles in general. Now, this year I had quite a few successful ranking battles, but not as many as I usually would see. Life gets in the way sometimes, but you just, keep rolling. And in terms of the CWC event, it also fits the running theme in which I get second place. So I made it to winners side finals and lost to ROF and managed to go through losers again and made it to grand finals, reset the bracket, and then lost. So another second place finish with me. And this was the 2019 year of second places. So despite all these second places in Street Fighter V, it's not all doom and gloom, because I did manage to spend a whole year undefeated in Samurai Showdown in offline events. So in 2020, I'm looking to branch out to maybe try a bit of Guilty Gear and see how I like that, and also focus up on Street Fighter V because a new patch has dropped and there's been a lot of meta changes. Bison is still good, and a lot of characters that I struggle with are now not so good. So it's a good chance for me to prove, I can spend the final year of Street Fighter V before Street Fighter VI, dominating. So I'm looking forward to a 2020 year of focusing hard on my weaknesses, practicing up, and spending, the last year of the game, just fighting hard. So that's my wrap up for 2019. Didn't have a stellar year, but I managed to keep it consistent, even though I had some struggles going on. So 2020 is going to be the year to look for because I plan to make it the best year I've had yet for both me and Darksided. So I want to give a shout out to Darksided and all of our sponsors because they enable me to keep doing what I love doing, which is traveling and competing and playing fighting games at the highest level. So 2020 is going to be a year to look forward to, so stay tuned.